In a beautiful African village nestled between rolling hills, where the sun painted the earth in golden hues and palm trees whispered secrets, lived a girl named Zuri. She was known for her unusually large ears that stood out like delicate wings against her dark skin. From a young age, Zuri faced ridicule. Other children pointed at her, laughed, and chanted cruel names. Their words stung like bee stings, and the mocking chants of elephant ears echoed through the dusty streets. Zuri's mother, Mama Nia, tried her best to shield her. She braided Zuri's hair to cover her ears, but the whispers persisted. Her classmates avoided her, leaving Zuri often alone. As Zuri grew, her ears became even larger. The village elders muttered superstitions about curses, while the children created cruel songs about her. Her father, Baba Juma, a man of few words, bore silent sorrow. Though he never spoke of it, his eyes carried the weight of Zuri's pain. By her teenage years, Zuri noticed something peculiar. Her ears would mysteriously change in size. Some days they were massive and impossible to ignore, while on others they appeared moderate. This transformation only fueled the villagers' gossip. Yet Zuri could do nothing but cry in solitude, seeking solace beneath a giant ancient mango tree on the village's edge. The tree's sprawling branches reached for the sky, a silent witness to generations of secrets. One evening, as Zuri sat beneath it, weeping, an elderly woman with kind eyes appeared. "My child, why do you cry?" she asked. Zuri poured out her heart. "Why did the gods give me these ears? I wish I could be like everyone else." The old woman smiled gently. "Your ears are not a curse, my dear. They are a gift. Listen closely, and you will hear the secrets of the world." Zuri blinked, confused but curious. Could this be true? The woman's words filled her with a flicker of hope. From that evening onward, she returned to the mango tree daily. The wise woman taught Zuri to embrace her gift and listen carefully to the sounds of the earth, the whispers of the wind, and the voices of life around her. Gradually, Zuri began to walk the village with newfound confidence. She adorned her ears with colorful beads and tiny bells, making them a symbol of beauty. When the villagers teased her, she smiled and laughed instead of crying. Her ears, once a source of shame, became a tool of wisdom, guiding her through life. One fateful year, disaster struck the village. A severe drought dried up the streams, wells, and crops. The land withered under the scorching sun, and the villagers grew desperate. "What sin have we committed?" they lamented. The elders consulted diviners and performed rituals, but no solution arose. Each day, the villagers gathered by the barren stream, praying for water. Children with parched throats cried helplessly. One day, as the crowd murmured in despair, Zuri stepped forward. "Listen," she said, "can you hear the earth?" The villagers scoffed, but watched curiously as Zuri pressed a hand to her ear and closed her eyes. Slowly, she began walking, her ears twitching as though they were tuning into a hidden frequency. Then she stopped and pointed. "Dig here." Skeptical but desperate, the villagers followed her instructions. Moments later, water bubbled up from the ground. Gasps of disbelief turned into cheers. Zuri led them to other spots in the village, each time uncovering hidden springs. The drought ended, and the villagers rejoiced. They hoisted Zuri onto their shoulders, singing her praises. "She is no curse, she is a blessing," they cried. The elders who once condemned her apologized, and the same women who had whispered insults now called her beautiful and wise. Young men flocked to her home, seeking her hand in marriage. Zuri, however, remained humble and chose only the crown prince, a kind man who admired her strength and resilience. Together they ruled the kingdom with wisdom and compassion. Zuri's ears, once mocked, became a revered symbol of guidance and hope, bridging the gap between her people and the secrets of the world. And so Zuri's story transformed her from an outcast to a hero, proving that what makes one different can also make one extraordinary.